Monster RX93.1 presents All Out, your daily morning pick-me-up. All out hits, all out celebrity interviews, all out sports and showbiz news. Your hosts, Rico Robles and Carla Aguas.
Nadine, kamusta naman ang halaman?
What
about
You know what?
You
I
guys
wish
plant a lot.
I have a lot of plants. I wish I use my phone so I can like move easily, but I'm using my laptop kasi. But my plants are doing well. I have a mini garden outside. My house is full of plants because I had to bring them all inside because it's too hot. You know, like a lot of them might die because they're not used to being out in the sun, like in direct sunlight. So they're all inside. I'm looking at all of them right now. No, I love plants. Like I love seeing plants. Even though I'm in like in the city and a lot of buildings around me, parang I still feel at home and I still feel like I'm connected because you know how I love nature. I love going on trips. I love going to the beach. I love hiking. Yeah, so it still makes me feel connected in a way because I'm looking at my surroundings and it's just like all buildings and concrete and metal. Yeah.
Okay, look at you, green thumb. No good. Look at you planning things. Okay, look at you with your mini forest.
Green thumb. My mom loves plants. Like for real. She loves plants. Like ever since I was little, she would always be, in the garden, like tending to her plants.
Aw, you take after your mom then, or like you're getting there.
My plants are dying.
You got some art?
Art?
Or Cal?
Or Cal, I can share Cal. But
Art.
Yeah, but
people miss Cal.
Yeah. I'll show you all my doggo. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited to have Cal. You know what? Your posts of Cal on Instagram, I feel like brighten up so many people's days because he is such a funny dog. Like, especially, how people say, oh, now during this ECQ, I'm getting to know more of my husband or my sister or my mom. Have you gotten to know Cal in like a different way? Because again, you're so used to being so busy. But now you're really stuck at home with him. What has he been doing that you just like, you're laughing like, oh my God, you're such a funny dog?
So right now, like what I discovered, this was recently lang. He loves taking over my bed. Like right now he's upstairs. He's like, he owns my bed. That's his bed. That's not mine. No, I swear, like all the time, like I would be here downstairs, like working out or like, prepping my food or going on meetings. And then pag akyat ko, he's there. The aircon is on in on the middle of the bed, lying down. And when I come in, he just looks at me like, oh, what?
He's probably like, yes, what do you need from me in my room, in my aircon? You're disturbing me.
Go for na.
Is this the first ever pet you've ever had? Is this the first pet or you had pets before?
I had pets before. I had dogs before. I had another dog, but he stuck with my parents because my parents love him so much. They smother him. They don't want to give him to me. So, but I've always wanted a corgi. I don't know why. Because they're so smiley. Like every time I see photos of corgis online, like on Pinterest, I just want to squeeze them because they look like they're smiling all the time.
And their butts.
Yeah,
their butts are like the best.
Like little legs. So cute.
Oh, you've become like a full-fledged plant and fur mom during this ECQ. Like, look at you, Nadine, slowing down the pace and like becoming domestic.
I know.
I love it.
Oh my God, I don't know if I should share because I didn't get to plan out what I wanted to show you all, but
let's be spontaneous.
I've been organizing my cupboard, like I bought like food storage and stuff, and we just organized everything. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Yes.
Show us a storage tour.
Oh my God!
Storage
Right
tour.
now? Right now?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Cal first or my storage first?
Storage.
Storage. Storage.
Wait.
Ito na.
I don't want to show my whole house, okay? See you in a minute.
Ladies and
First of
gentlemen.
all, this is a Monster exclusive, Rico. We're getting a cupboard storage tour with Nadine Lustre.
But I'm not done with it because some of the food storage, like the containers, I haven't received yet. But
Okay. I love the disclaimer.
Buksan mo na. Wow. Walang laman. Ang linis. Oh, yung iba. Yung iba. Ano yung iba?
Inside.
Si ate. Wow.
Oh my God!
That's what I've been obsessing on, like containers,
Okay,
mga
Khloe
Tupperware.
Kardashian.
Oh, and this is my, you know how I've been posting about like black garlic on my.
Yes!
This is my fermenter.
Oh, we have the same machine. That's nice.
This is my fermenter. So when you open it up, it has like all the. Wait, is it hot? It has.
Don't
Wait,
burn
no,
yourself for it.
it's hot. It has all the. Wait, this is so hard, you guys. Like I wish I used my phone.
Galing, oh, ang galing. Kasi may temperature control siya, Carla.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
So you know how like they say na black garlic is good for you,
Yeah.
good for the health. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with my
So-
kitchen.
So
Yep.
you bought basically the entire stash of garlic of Metro Manila and are making yourself black.
How about your, Dean, how about your ref? Can we see your ref?
My ref. Oh no!
Stop putting her on the spot.
Ate, linisin mo muna yung ref. Tapos mapakita
No,
mo.
I'll be the one cleaning it. But wag muna. My containers haven't arrived yet.
Oh my
Diba?
gosh. I love it.
Alam mo yung tira ni Nadine. Ano kaya itsura ng tira ni Nadine?
I don't have. Do I? Wala.
Wala.
I don't finish, like, if I don't finish my food, my brother finishes it.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
that's so cute.
You guys want to see Cal upstairs?
Yes,
Let's go.
let's
Okay,
go.
Wait.
Namutla si
We're
Nadine.
vlogging with Nadine.
Here we go.
Nadine, it's your vlog.
It's one of those exclusive, ladies
Oh
and gentlemen.
my
for those who-
God!
Hello.
Hi. Oh my God. You weren't kidding, girl. He's literally like,
I told you.
Welcome to my bedroom, Nadine. I'm
oh
Cal.
my God. Hi, Cal.
He owns my bed. I told you. See, look at him.
Oh my God.
I told you.
It's like,
Oh my God,
My
Cal.
bed. I'll stay here na lang. It's colder here.
aircon daw, Nadine. Pa-aircon ka daw, sabi ni Cal.
No, he's looking at me like, what are you doing? Why is there a camera?
He's probably like, Mom, I'm trying to take my morning nap and you're like all up in my business. Dude, he's literally by the pillow, like in the center of the bed.
I told you, it's his bed. It's my bed.
I love him.
Oh, but yeah.
God. Oh, I love it. Okay, so basically you're living in a house with your chef brother, your king Cal, and then there's you like tending to the garlic and the plants and working on the storage. I love it. It's a whole new side of Nadine we're seeing. But in terms of like hanging out with your brother, especially now that you guys live together, and then there's like ECQ, what have you done like together to bond? Like, do you guys do you binge watch shows together, or like do you cook together? What do you guys like to do to hang out?
We cook together, and we love computer games. So sometimes like he'd be downstairs because he's a like hardcore gamer, so he's always in his room just playing computer games. But yeah, like sometimes I don't always see him. Sometimes lang, like siguro 2 times a week.
Mhm.
Like living together.
Yeah, but we live together. Like his room is right beside my room, but I barely see him because he's always in his room just playing computer games. But yeah, like cooking is our bonding. He loves movies as well, so you've been watching a lot of movies. The last movie that we watched um the other night was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Johnny Depp. So we watched that the other night. And then PlayStation. That's our bonding mainly.
What game do you guys play?
We just finished what's this game? The one with Norman Reedus, Death Stranding. So
Carla,
Salita,
you heard that?
Death Stranding.
Carla,
No,
you-
I'm not as cool as Nadine. I play Sims Mobile. Okay, that's how lame I am.
Carla, they don't play the game. They finish the game, di ba?
I know. You know why? Because
You know?
Nadine is the type na I have to finish this. Like I'm not gonna, diba? That's
Yeah.
you eh.
Can't stop unless I finish the game. No, but it's fun kasi, oh my God, fun fact. Ang daldal ko, di ba? The game kasi, do you guys know Norman Reedus?
Yes, Daryl
Yeah.
from Walking Dead.
Yeah, so he's in the game. He's the main character in the game. So
Oh
like,
my God.
I want to play that game just because of Norman Reedus. But before kasi it used to be it should have been Silent Hill. But
Ooh,
That's a scary game.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
a really scary game.
it's supposed to be in Silent Hill, but they never finished the game. I think I don't even know if they started making the game, but they gave him this one instead kasi nga hindi nga natuloy yung Silent Hill. But yeah, like imagine, dude, you're playing as Norman Reedus. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? So
If you were to be in a video game, Nadine,
I can die happy if I'm in a video game.
and what kind of game would it be? And what
Yeah.
would you have in it?
What kind of game?
Yeah.
Ooh, something like Final Fantasy.
Mhm.
But more on like I don't know because I'm super into Monster Hunter right now. So
Mhm.
like are you guys familiar with Monster Hunter?
Yung ba yung tawid ng tawid? Yun ba yun?
I love that she's just like, are you guys like she's like, am I too dorky? No, go girl.
Just in any kind of game, like I'd be super happy na. Like it doesn't matter, like wala eh. Kasi it's like to me it's like the biggest achievement ever if you're programmed in a game. That's the coolest. Like,
What would be the
Yeah.
weapon of choice for you?
right?
What would be your weapon of choice?
Oh my, a katana.
Wow, really?
Bagay. Girl, you could totally be Kitana from Mortal Kombat. Like
Oh
with
my-
the hair and everything.
Can I just say Mortal Kombat like scarred me when I was a kid. I would play Mortal Kombat with my dad. This is a long time ago. It was still like when PlayStation came out for the very first time, PS1. My dad had Mortal Kombat, and then we would play that game. And then every time I would lose, you know how they would fall into a pit, and at the end of
Fatality.
there's like spikes.
The spikes.
So
Yeah.
that's me as a kid. So every time I see Mortal Kombat, but there's a new game. Is there a new game or a series or something
Yeah,
like
it came out. It came out in November, I think, last year or October. The latest Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's a new game. It's just cool that your dad is playing Mortal Kombat. I mean, that's just cool.
My dad is also, but that was a long time ago. Like PlayStation 1 pa, which was the year 2000 or something like that. I'm
Oh
not
my God,
sure.
you're like so young.
But that's where I picked it up. That's why I love playing computer games. It's because of him. Like, as a kid, like he would play all these like random games. And then I'd be like lying down on the floor and watching him play. Like those are one of like the best memories of my dad ever. Just, just to watch him play computer games. And eventually when I grew up, I picked up the same thing. So yeah.
Their family's just so cool. Like they're so chill, but like cool at the same time. It's like, yeah, I'm a gamer because my dad, when PS came out, he got it, and you were way too young to be playing Mortal Kombat, girl. Your dad did not check.
My dad is a big influence because like, even even the music that he loves. Because you know how like before it was like mga cassette tapes, and vinyl. So he would play like all different kinds of music, like 80s music, 70s even, and 90s. So even until now, like my playlists are like some of my playlists are like old songs, and those are my go-to like songs. Like every time, like I would wake up in the morning, it's my 80s playlist, like whole day, or even for like weeks and weeks on, and I would never get tired of it.
You know, since you're talking about your dad, right? So how
Yeah.
much does he influence you as an artist? Bringing it in the lessons that you've learned from your dad. How did you bring that in the industry, and how you do now?
My dad is a very creative person. He's an artist. So he doesn't the way he thinks, it's always like, oh, I have to be different, or I wanna stand out, because I remember we had a garage before, and he would because he was a mechanical engineer, so he would work on cars. And I remember there was this one time he made a car from scratch.
Wow.
Like even the body of the car, he made it from scratch. And even a motorcycle, I remember how he made it was like fiberglass. And then, because I would always go to, we call it the office, but it's like a garage. So he would work on cars and motorcycles there, and he would build them from like scratch. So growing up, like my head, I'm always like thinking of like everything that's new, that's creative. And he loves music. Like he breathes music. So when I was a kid, it's always like, music, and then games, and then he draws. He's a really good artist too. So the creative side I got from him.
Wow.
And how about your mom?
My mom is she's the way like she takes care of us. It's different. The way she cares, and the organization, it's her. Like me being organized and being, like OC, or maybe just a little OC, that's from her. And just like, knowing how to create like a nice, a nice little space for myself. That's her, eh. Like, I don't know, basta yeah. She's also very caring, and she knows like, what we need even before we say anything. So parang her intuition, I got it from her. My intuition, I got it from her. Yeah.
I love how she talks about I love how you talk about your family. It's so refreshing. Because these are questions that, no one really asks. Diba? I mean, they always ask you about projects and whatever else you're up to. But like to hear you talk about your family, that's so refreshing. I love it, girl. We're getting a lot of questions though, Nadine, because people got really excited when you brought the laptop upstairs so we could see
Oh my
Cal.
God.
Will you ever try like your hand at like vlogging, or is that something that you're just like not right now? Like, have you been thinking about maybe like doing a couple of videos?
Why not? I mean,
Wait. Is that like a secret like thing that we just like wait, go? I know. Is it? Is it?
I'm Swid.
No.
Why are you leaving? First of all, girl, where are you gonna go? Okay, you can't go anywhere. Stop leaving the frame.
I have a lot of stuff I have a lot of plans for this year, and COVID isn't gonna stop any of those plans. So, they're coming. Just wait.
Okay. So, meron.
I'm ready. So basically, in short, yes. You're trying to swerve, but it's like
I can't
and then
lie.
Rico's on the other side, and then you go on the other side, then it's me.
That's one thing that I can't do. I can't lie. I'm such a
Yeah.
bad person. Like, I can't hide my reaction.
Hindi namumula ka na. Your cheeks are so red. Yeah.
No, it's one thing.
Oh, game.
Okay.
Lustrous lang yan. Yay!
Right.
Um,
Hey. talk about that. I mean,
Yeah.
girl, the pictures that you've been posting, how has that been like? Are you still working on new things with them as well? Like, despite this entire ECQ, are you thinking of like new products or new collections? Creatively, how is the makeup going?
Well, I'm allowed to share this because it's for Lustrous naman. We're kind of having a hard time because, as you know, like everything is on hold right now. So the ideas are coming along. I mean, we're already working on it, but like the production, we can't really start yet because of
Mm-hmm.
what is going on. But obviously, there's gonna be another collection coming. We're just not sure when it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully soon. But then at the same time, kasi like I really want to perfect this collection. This next one, I want to make sure that this is like the pinaka best. You know,
Ano yan, stay-at-home collection.
The whole collection.
The
Linen-
ECQ Gold collection.
You know what? Like a lot of people are telling me na parang so how is your makeup doing? They're just asking me like, how is your makeup doing? Because it's it's the lockdown. Everyone's at home. No one's really wearing makeup and all that. They would tell me that, but then you know what I tell them? Like it helps to fix up even if
Yes.
you're at home. It helps with your self-esteem. Like that's why sometimes I'm here lang at home, pero I dress up.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been like for all the girls, like we haven't been really getting ready, fixing our hairs, like dressing up. So it kind of like puts down your self-esteem. I have a friend who went through the same thing, and I told her like, just put on makeup. Like even if you're just at home, put on makeup. Like fix your hair, get ready. It doesn't matter where you are as long as, because it makes you, diba? Like sometimes like it's self-care. Sometimes it makes you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
For you, Carla, because it really helps.
Yeah.
For me, it really helps.
You're so right. I mean, that's something that I think a lot of people don't really realize, especially when it comes to being stuck at home. Your mood really does change. And if you do something as simple as even just putting on kilay, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I forgot I was so cute, Things like that. And that was going to be my next question, because like I love your white top now. What's your go-to like ECQ outfit? You know how everyone's like so into loungewear now? Like,
Yeah.
do you make it a point to dress up in going out clothes every day, or do you have like certain pieces that you're like, oh, this is cute and comfortable, I'm gonna wear this? Like, what are you wearing now?
I always just wear like white tops. I don't know, like I pretty much took out most of the color in my closet. It's all just white, nude, gray, black. It's all just like neutral colors. I have a few pieces na that's green or blue, pero super konti na lang. But I really wanted my cabinet to be full of neutral colors na lang, like minimalist. Like I'm not trying to be minimalist, but just like like simple, but still fashionable. I'm not really like into loungewear. I still wear like right now I'm wearing like what do you call it? Like pants. I'm still wearing pants. This is denim. I still wear like the tops that I want to wear. I just try to be, parang what do you call it? Like boho chic, something like that. Like
Love that vibe.
printed, like printed shirts, tie dyes. I'm into tie dyes now. I don't know why, but it's always just like muted colors.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
I love it because she's in denim. Some people are like,
but it's not.
right.
But it's cream. It's not really like
Okay.
denim, like blue denim.
Because did you see that meme? Someone was like, okay, this girl is like wearing jeans stuck at home in lockdown. Like, what are you trying to prove? It's like, so much for me.
I love wearing comfy pants though. Like not denim, because they're a bit too hard there. This one, it's denim, but it's really soft.
You look so comfy, like fresh and comfy. What's the secret? Oh, that's the secret. Oh my God. Cal, what is your skincare routine? Seriously.
Do not disturb.
Okay, another thing that you've been posting a lot of online is your love for pasta. I mean, why wouldn't you love pasta? It's like the superior food. You know, I mean, it's like the best thing ever. What have you been craving for during this ECQ? Like, is there a particular dish? Because everything is closed. You know, I mean, we can't just like go out and like eat what we want. What have you been like dreaming of?
Right now, oh my god, a lot. Raging Bull, steak,
Yeah, the tomahawk.
yeah. I love their tenderloin. The Queensland, that one, and memorize. You know what's funny? I'll share. Every time I go to Raging Bull, they don't ask me what I want to order now or what I want to get. They already know. They don't give me a menu anymore.
Suki goals, Suki vibes.
Confirm. Like, are you getting the Queensland also? Okay, with mashed potato and extra black garlic, extra truffle oil, and then I swear they don't ask me anymore because they know what I want to get. Anyway, that and then I don't know if you've tried Luso. It's in Greenbelt.
No, but I've heard about it. My sister loves it.
I love
so good though.
I love it. My favorite is their spinach tagliarini.
Mhm.
Oh, that sounds good.
So good. And then you put foie gras. And they have this like foie gras salad also. But I know it's like it's really, it's not super healthy, but it's the best thing ever. Like I love foie gras. I can't like every time we eat out, it's always like foie gras. I miss the foie gras terrine in Tomatito also.
How about street food?
Street food, kwek. I miss kwek and fish balls.
Yeah.
Tapos, you know what else I really like? You know how before there are what do we call it? Like yung homemade pizza and merong naglalako na nakabike.
Oh, you may oven. you may ham.
I love those pizzas. I swear, I love those pizzas.
I love how she went from like and steak with like truffle oil to like, and you know those guys that bike in the street. That's like the best pizza.
I love street food. It's the best, you know.
Are you gonna
this is why people love you. Like, you're like so real. Like, okay, I like the finer things in life, but your homegirl gotta have some street pizza every now and again.
Yeah, you know what? I had Chinese food the other day, and I really missed the tofu. But I just made the sauce. It's so good. So tofu, and then we ordered tofu, and then we just made the sauce like toyo, and then onions, and then you put a bit of chili in it. Tapos calamansi. Oh, it's the best thing ever. And what's that? Manga with bagoong. I miss it.
Yes. Oh my god, green mango with spicy bagoong.
Yeah.
How many can you eat? How many?
How many? What do you mean? How
many mangoes?
How many mangoes? I can eat probably 3.
Wow.
I had 3 mangoes like a few days ago. I had 3 mangoes and an entire bowl of bagoong.
Oh my god! You know how they used to sell like the ones on the sticks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best thing ever. I swear, I miss it.
All Out with Rico and Carla. All Out music and all out fun. Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. only on Manila's hottest Monster RX93.1.